Imagine waking up to the sound of sirens and the looming threat of a mighty hurricane. Not the weather kind, but a military offensive that could uproot your entire life. This is the stark reality for the residents of Gaza City, who are now facing an impossible choice: stay and risk everything, or flee into the unknown. But here's where it gets even more complicated. Israel's latest evacuation order has sparked panic, confusion, and a heated debate about the humanitarian cost of this conflict. And this is the part most people miss: the human stories behind the headlines. Panic and division in Gaza City. The Israeli military's evacuation order has thrown Gaza City's 1 million residents into chaos. Some, like Muhammad, a 55-year-old mother of 6, feel they have no choice but to leave, despite already enduring weeks of bombardment. "I've resisted leaving until now, but I'll go to be with my daughter," she said. Others, however, insist they will stay, arguing that nowhere else is truly safe. This divide highlights the unbearable pressure ordinary people face in a conflict they didn't choose. The mighty hurricane ultimatum. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu delivered a stark warning: "Get out of there." His words were accompanied by a threat of an intensified military campaign if Hamas fails to release the remaining hostages. Defense Minister Israel Katz echoed this, promising a mighty hurricane of force. But here's the controversial part. Is this ultimatum a necessary measure to secure hostages, or does it risk exacerbating an already dire humanitarian crisis? Critics argue that such aggressive tactics could deepen the suffering of Gaza's 2.2 million residents, many of whom are already facing famine and displacement. Ceasefire efforts on the brink. Qatar has been urging Hamas to accept a U.S. proposed ceasefire deal, which includes the release of hostages. However, Hamas insists it will not disarm unless an independent Palestinian state is established. Meanwhile, Israel has accepted the proposal, but the path to peace remains uncertain. And this is where it gets even more contentious. With Israel already in control of 75% of Gaza and having caused over 64,000 Palestinian deaths, according to Gaza's health ministry, can a ceasefire truly address the root causes of this conflict, or is it merely a temporary band-aid? Several European countries, frustrated by Israel's actions, plan to recognize Palestinian statehood at the UN General Assembly this month, a move Israel strongly opposes. This development adds another layer of complexity to the conflict. But here's a thought-provoking question. Could this international recognition shift the dynamics of the conflict? Or will it further polarize an already divided global community? As the world watches, the people of Gaza are left to navigate a nightmare of displacement, fear, and uncertainty. The Israeli military has designated the southern al-Mawasi area in Khan Yunis as a humanitarian zone. But for many, this feels like a hollow promise. With nearly 2 years of war already behind them, the question remains: how much more can Gaza endure? What do you think? Is Israel's mighty hurricane approach justified, or does it cross a moral line? And can international efforts like recognizing Palestinian statehood truly pave the way for peace? Let's keep the conversation going. Share your thoughts in the comments below.